Hello everyone, Nishant here from Learn QA Skill. In today's video, we are going to learn about what is bug or defect, then categories of bug or defect. Then next we are going to learn about defect report content. So whenever we are reporting any bug, so what are the different contents are available as a part of defect report that we are going to see today. So first let's discuss about what is bug or a defect. So what is bug or a defect? Any mismatch functionality which is not working as per the requirement, then we call it as a bug, defect or a issue. So basically bugs are divided into categories. Whenever a new defect is found, so it belongs to any one of these categories. Okay, so basically divided into three categories. So what are these three categories? Wrong, missing or extra. So these are three categories of bug. So when we can say that a bug belongs to wrong category, when the software application is not implemented as per the requirement. In that case, we say that that particular bug has belongs to wrong category, or that particular functionality is wrongly implemented in the software application. Then next is a missing. When we can say that that particular bug belongs to missing category, when a functionality that is there in the requirement but that is not implemented in the software application, so that is missing from the requirement in actual software application. In that case we can say that that particular bug is belongs to missing category. Then third one is a extra. When we can say that the bug belongs to extra category, when a functionality is implemented that is not there in the set of requirements, means the functionality which is not mentioned in the requirement but that is implemented in the software application, so that is something other than the requirement, so that is not a part of requirement. So that whenever this kind of bug has been found in the application, then we say that that particular bug belongs to extra category. Next we are going to see is a defect report content. So what are the content are available as a part of defect report? So first content is defect ID. The defect ID is a unique identification number for the defect. So which is unique number given to your defect. So out of all the bugs, your defect has been uniquely identified using this defect ID. Second is a defect description. So in the defect description, detailed description of the defect including information about the modules in which that bug has been found. So all this information are related to defect in detail that mentioned in the defect description section. Next is a version. So in this section, in which version of a software application that particular defect has been found, so that version number will be mentioned here. Next is a reproducible steps. So reproducible steps are detailed steps along with the screenshot with which the developer can reproduce the defect in their environment. So whenever we raise any bug or a defect, okay, so developer has to fix that bug. So before fixing that bug, they have to regenerate the same bug in their environment. Okay, so they can fix that particular bug. So for that we have to write the reproducible steps. So how the developer can regenerate the same bug in their environment. So that steps mentioned over here. Then next one is a date trace. So whenever that defect is found, so that particular date is mentioned over here. So that is date raised. The next one is a reference. So where we provide the references of the document, like a document reference like requirement document, design document, or any architecture document, or even the sometimes we have to provide the screenshots of the error to understand the defect properly. Then next is a detected by. So detected by means the person who has detected that bug or who has found that bug. So that person name is there in the detected by section. The next one is a defect status. In this section defect status would be there. Whenever a new bug is found, so in that case that status of that particular defect as new, and whenever that particular defect has assigned to some developer, that status has been changed from new to assigned. Whenever the developer start working on that particular defect, So at that time the developer changed the status from assigned to open. Like this, multiple statuses are there for the defect. So that status would be mentioned over here in the defect status section. So this is the status of defect. Then next is a fixed by. The person or the developer who has fixed that defect. So that person name would be there, or that person or that developer's employee ID would be there in this section. Then next is a date closed. So date closed mean whenever defect has been found. So after defect has been found, developer has to fix that bug. Developer has fixed that bug. That bug will go to the testing team. That testing team will retest that particular bug, and if everything is working as per the requirement, then that defect has to be closed. So that is the close date, when the defect has been completely tested and closed. So that particular date come over here in the date closed section. Next is the severity. Severity is the impact of defect on the application. So that particular defect, how much impacting our application, that particular defect how severe is for the application. So that is the severity. So in the severity, multiple levels of severity is there. So here the level of severity will be mentioned over here. So what is the level of severity, like major, minor, critical? So any one of this level would be mentioned over here. Then next one is a priority. So priority is a urgency to fix the defect. Means how urgently we have to fix that defect. So that is the priority. In the priority as well we have the levels. So that priority level would be mentioned over here. So what will be the level, like high, medium or low? So one of the level would be mentioned in the priority section for the priority. So these are the multiple contents are available as a part of defect report.